Hello Aries, welcome to February 2018. Thank you so much for being here. And you guys are just on a roll, aren't you? I am getting so much energy from my Aries readings, my Aries friends, the people who are commenting on the Aries videos. Like, there is so much of just this like forward motion. And I think, it's happening in every area of your lives. It's not just career because of Saturn going into Capricorn, right? It's not just romance. It's like every area of your life. And it's like the positivity is just snowballing into every other aspect. And I hope that you guys, those of you who are still like, that's still not really me, I'm like still dealing with some stuff, like, yeah, okay. I think for those of you who are not feeling it as, as intensely as I'm describing it, I think in spite of you not feeling it, it's still happening anyway. And 6 months from now, you're going to look back and you're going to be like, wow, things really did change quickly. What did I name your video? Aries, getting on top of it. Getting on top of that stuff that has been oppressing you for so long. This is a month of empowerment where you feel strong. And I'm envisioning this warrior, Mars, Aries, kind of standing over like a war zone and just like puffing out his chest and just being like, yeah, I did it. So what? Like, yeah, I won and I'm going to continue to win and no one can stop me. And I feel that that is how you are attacking life right now. And when we have Mars in Scorpio, which is a fellow Mars-ruled sign, like, we love that, right? Like, for me, I'm Virgo. So when we have Mercury in Gemini, it's like, even though Gemini is such a different energy from me, there is still this stimulation that I feel as a Virgo that no other zodiac sign can really feel, right? And I think that that's the same for you. Mars and a Mars-ruled sign, and Scorpio is about power. We have Jupiter there too. We just went through a beautiful Jupiter-Mars conjunction, and it was like, boom, I feel good, I feel inspired, I want to create, I want to make stuff, I want to be connected with what I love, with those people I love, and nothing can bring me down. And that energy is carrying over into February for you. And with all the Aquarius activity, the Sun, Mercury, Venus, all transiting into your 11th house, you're going to be social, you're going to be seen, you're going to be networking, you're going to have more deals, more client opportunities, more dating opportunities, right? So there's so much attractive energy about Aries right now. It's really good for you to just lean into it, accept it, be grateful for it, and just go, Please watch my comprehensive readings. I'm jumping on that bandwagon. I'm going to see how well it goes. I'm doing an additional 20 to 25 minutes for every sign, but you have to access those videos on my website, and they will certainly be free this month as I'm just kind of introducing them, as well as my membership program, which I'll introduce probably in the next couple weeks during my weekly readings. So please check it out. There's so much more information that comes out in those like comprehensive. It's like insane. And I think it gives you a lot more information to make decisions, gives you a lot more information to feel confident in where you're going. And there's no reason why you shouldn't harness all this great stuff. So go for it. All right. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you soon. Bye. Hello Aries. Welcome to your reading, February 2018. Let's go ahead and begin because we had the High Priestess reverse pop out as I was shuffling. So, what does this mean? Well, what's going on in terms of repressed emotions? What's going on in terms of secrets? Because when she comes out in the reversal, it tells me that something is just dying to come out. And that there's not a lot of room left to keep that stuff. You have to get rid of it. You have to shed it in order to make room for the things the universe really wants to give you. This is a forced energy. It's not something that you can stop. So whatever it is that needs to come out is going to come out. And that's almost like a guarantee, right? What's the word? The major arcana are inevitabilities. And there's not, you know, it's not a matter of choice. And there is a surrender element here. Surrender to the things that want to be let go. Because a lot of times we become very familiar and very comfortable in painful situations or in things that cause suffering. They become a part of our lives. They attach to us it's like an extension of who we are, like an arm or a leg. And sometimes removing that attachment feels like losing a limb, you know, sometimes. Or it can be as difficult in terms of the emotional processing involved with letting something go. And if you want that new chapter to begin in your life, the new chapter that you definitely deserve, you know, now is the time for that to occur. You know, you are a cardinal sign, Aries cardinal, and we have that Saturn transit going through a cardinal sign in your 10th house. And the most important houses, right? 1, 4, 7, and 10. So Aries, Libra, Cancer, and Capricorn are the signs that are really feeling that transit, in my opinion, the most. And there's going to be so much activity. Sorry, I'm talking so much about this card, but so much is coming to my mind with that. You know, there's so much activity that's on the docket for you. You don't have room to keep stuff anymore. You don't have room to hang on to it. And Aries, being such a buoyant sign, right, just kind of can very easily go from one thing to the next. But yet you do have Pisces in that 12th house. You know, it's kind of like Sagittarius that has Scorpio in the 12th house. All the fire signs have water in the 12th house, right? And so there's this deep nature to them, and it can be very, very difficult for fire signs to let things go. And so it does change you. It does transform you. But the fact of the matter is that you don't have time for that. What's that meme that's somewhere, that like auto-tune song, like ain't nobody got time for that. That's kind of what it is. Ain't nobody got time for that. And so it's time for you to jump into and to acknowledge that buoyancy that you are gifted with, to just bounce back and to forget about it. And I say forget about it, you know, not meaning to just completely suppress it, obviously, because that's not what we want you to do. But just, you know, start getting to that place to invite in the beautiful things that want to come. Oh, well, geez, look. These ones just kind of felt right, so I pulled them out. Knight of Swords, 3 of Wands. Well, first of all, here's the card of prosperity, a card of wealth, a card of thriving. I often see this as being a lack of blockages of things coming your way. You know, so this is a completely open channel, calm ocean, blue skies, nothing in the way, nothing preventing things from coming to you right now. And the Knight of Swords, well, there's an urgency about you, maybe even an urgency or even a sense of denial, an urgency to get to that next thing. Maybe this is someone else in your life that desperately is trying to get back to you, or this is something, even just, it doesn't even have to be a person, to be honest. Now that I'm like looking at the card, I'm like, this might not even be a person. This could just be an overall energy of urgency for you to get into that next phase of life. And things urgently wanting to come to you, things urgently wanting to happen, things kind of like, it's like a snowball effect, I think, is what's happening. Okay? There seems to be I don't know why the word that's coming to my mind, like some kind of bliss or some kind of euphoria that is either on the way to you or that you are currently experiencing. Because this is a card of contentment as well, and a card of faith, knowing that the universe will provide and that supply is immediate and endless. So when you are in need, You simply request and it is given to you. And I feel like that's kind of what's going on with you. Is like, oh, I need money. Oh, boom, here's a job. Or boom, here's a promotion. Or I want a relationship. Oh, boom, here's someone right here for you. Kind of thing. Man, your cards are like dying to come out. Page of Wands. Did I prep? Yeah, we've got reversals in here. Aquarius didn't get any reversals either. These all came out, so I'm just going to talk one at a time. But, I mean, here's a good, you know, oh, well, we got a reversal here. A good kind of overview for you so you can at least see what comes out all at once. Page of Wands. You know, I think this is you, you know, just head up high, feeling proud, feeling optimistic. Here, not only is this you looking forward and you beginning a new quote-unquote adventure, but also the actual things that are coming to you as well, because pages represent messengers. Page of Wands represents the messenger of a passion or of a desire. Maybe you are blessed with some desire that just kind of comes out of nowhere, like a desire for children or a desire to start a new career. And it's like, wow, where did that come from? And here's an open channel for you to actually do that, for you to actually accomplish that. People wanting to give you things, people wanting to be a part of your life. You know, we have Uranus in Aries right now. Uranus in Aries just going direct. And that's like, there is no limit to what you can think of. There is no limit to what you can conceive. And, you know, conceiving, actually really what we do is we receive, right? Our minds, our brains receive the information from the universe, and that's what we call inspiration, right? Where did it come from? I don't know. I just felt inspired. Why do you want that? I don't know. I just want it. And I think that there is going to be something, at least one area of your life that has your attention, you know, it has your focus. And you are going to be compelled to act in that area, to act in that arena. It's really time for Aries to really stand up and say, this is who I am. This is what I do. This is, you know, and it continues on and it goes on, and you begin to identify, right? Because the spiritual element of Aries is really rooted in that concept, I am. I am, therefore I think. I am, therefore I do. And it is that essence of being that makes you the most important sign in the zodiac. Because without the essence of being, we cannot have, we cannot think, we cannot feel, we cannot have a drive or a desire, we cannot perfect. And so you encapsulate that concept, right? That concept of creation, that concept of being. And so you have a lot to stand up for and to declare and to receive. Okay, I hope that makes sense. That's what makes you so spiritual, you know? And coming here, now we have the Lovers. And some of you could be falling madly in love. Some of you could be feeling that chemistry and feeling like nothing can stop you. You know, for those of you who aren't experiencing love specifically, whatever choice you're faced with, and this is also the card of Gemini, so some of you could be dealing with a Gemini or a Gemini-like person as well. This is also the card of Gemini, okay? And this is, you know, a choice of some kind that must be made. But yet, at the same time, I think there is no question about what choice needs to be made. Like, yes, you may be faced with a choice, and there could be implications for either side, or there could be reasons why one side is, you know, not so good and vice versa. But at the end of the day, wherever it is you see your life going is what's going to dictate the decision on that choice. In love, though, because this is the Lovers, and I do see it as a very romantic, chemical, alchemic, life-changing type of love. Some of you could have passion over the upcoming weeks and feel connected with someone else in the presence of another person. And I do feel that that other person is very, very genuine in their offer. This could be an earth sign for some of you. So an air and earth sign, we're getting fire. Sincerity, honesty, humility, and whatever it is that's coming to you, whether it is a business offering, a romantic offering, whatever, it's very likely that you're going to want to take it. It's very likely that the outcome of that is going to be very positive for you. And the reason this is so important, whatever it is that needs to be shed, right? You need to get rid of that emotional baggage. You need to get rid of that, that's, God, because we've got Neptune in Pisces, we've got Chiron in Pisces, everything in your 12th house, right? So you may have gone through some experiences that really showed you who you are, like that mirror effect. And you may have had to come to a lot of realizations about the things that you don't like about yourself. You know, Chiron brings about wounds. Chiron brings about, there is like a sense of inadequacy that comes along with Chiron. And that's touching you in that deep realm, in that dark part of you, who you really are. And Neptune being there as well, there's that self-sacrificing element. And with, you know, Uranus in your first house going retrograde for the past 6 months or so, it's kind of like you lost that sense of self. But now with everything going direct, like you have it back. And so it is this horse running, charging out of the gate type of effect. Let's go. I no longer feel hurt. I no longer feel inadequate. I no longer feel incapable. I feel empowered. I feel strong. And you know what? The universe is going to give you what you deserve. This is a card of equality, okay? And it can serve as inequality, but in this particular context, for me, intuitively, I feel like you have given so much lately, and you really don't have a lot more to give. And so the universe is replenishing that bank account of yours. Maybe even really financially, but more so in terms of energy, more so in terms of love. And you're getting to that place of like, wow, I really do have something to share. I really do. And I am in the position of the giver rather than the beggar. So you have resources, and the universe is ensuring that you have that. You have that to give. Okay? Whoa, okay. Bought a whole bunch of cards that came out. I'm going to go ahead and just pull them all, although I might not go so much in depth with, well, there's only, yeah, I mean, it's so beautiful. I am going to do that comprehensive reading as I mentioned in the intro, so I'm going to be pulling out many more cards and reinforcing the messages, and you know, whatever else is meant to come out, we ask that it comes out at that time. So let's just, I'll briefly go over these, but I'll go over them in more detail in the comprehensive. 6 of Swords, the transition, right? That moving on. And the 6 of Swords is always a sense of relief. There is a sense of spiritual replenishing and cleansing, and just an overall like excitement about what is left to come. But you don't leave the lessons behind. You don't completely forget everything. You know what I mean? You bring those lessons with you because it's what makes you who you are. And every success and every failure. This has been a common card for Aquarius and Pisces, which I've already done. So, you know, we've got that shared kind of vibe there. And now we have the Ten of Swords reversed. And it is time for you to take these swords out of your back. It is time for you to stop feeling oppressed and stop feeling victimized and stop feeling, because that's not who you are. You know, that's not really an Aries thing. And so all these things that have surfaced over the past couple years do provide empowerment. And I think you're finally getting on top of those oppressive emotions, getting on top of those oppressive situations, and finally putting your foot down and declaring, maybe even out loud, some of you, but declaring to the universe that no more, no more, no longer, I will not be held down anymore. And so, again, another element of Aries that makes you that is like your spiritual drive, is that action, that doing part of you, that Mars-ruled quality. And, you know, even though this is a card of Gemini, I really more see this as a card of Aries. I really, really do. It's like so Mars, like, it's like not even funny. It's like, let's just go. Let's not really think too much. Let's just freaking get to battle and hash it out, get it over with, and then we're done. And that's, you know, the Aries, like, get in, get your hands dirty. There's no sense in dwelling or letting it linger on any more than it has to. And let's just, you know, let's get over it. And Two of Cups. See, there is soulmate quality for you somewhere in here, Aries. For those of you who have been looking for love, it's really, really possible that that's coming to you this month. Like, so possible. Page of Wands, Page of Pentacles, Two of Cups, the Lovers. I mean, love is imminent. Love is an inevitability. For those of you in established relationships, you are going to renew your commitments to one another. You are going to open those heart chakras and just feel a sense of gratitude for what you have been given in the romantic. It doesn't even need to be romantic in terms of like movie love, but in real compatibility, real companionship. And with the Two of Cups, I often see there being a platonic friendship as the undertone of the romantic thing, because the romance always fades and what is left is the friendship. And so you have met a beautiful person. For those of you who have dated, their intentions are genuine. They are quality people. They do love you back. There's no question there. And you've reached another inevitability. You have learned the hard lessons and you have learned the hard way. You have been pushed to your limits, and now it's time for you to take the bull by the horns and enter into that new chapter of your life, because you're ready. And I know you can feel it. It's like this palpitating vibration, just like, like, let me go, let me run, let me go free. And there's fun, also friends, right? Three of Cups. Get out with your girlfriends, get out with your guys, go do something, go party, go have fun, just keep it light. There's been too much of this, too much, and now it's really a good time for you to just shed all of it. Just, you know? And the Page of Swords is about new things. Page, 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 all upright. People want to be around you. People want to see you. They want to talk to you. They want to be in your life. They want to go out with you. They want to, you know, get your opinions, all sorts of things. And so don't be surprised if coming into February you do have a lot of activity in your life. And that's a good Mars thing. Like, let's stay active. Let's do what we got to do. There's also a health element here too, guys, just FYI. I feel like there is with the Knight of Swords, and I don't know why I'm seeing the pages being health oriented for this view. I never really see that, but because this can lead to health problems, you know, if you stay under this for too long. So just, you know, your health might actually take kind of a little bit of a front seat this month. Not sure why I felt that, but time for you to get healthy physically and leaving all that junk behind. That emotional attachment, right? But it's not even the emotional attachment itself. It's like that the thing that has been clinging to your back. But there is always gratitude with this. Gratitude for what you went through, gratitude for the experiences, because you got more in touch with yourself and you're becoming more wise, a more wise person. And the more and more we know about ourselves, the more and more we know about God, and the more and more we know about our other person, right? And I say God, but, you know, the universe and the creator of the universe, let's say that. And if we know ourselves, we also know other people. And so this experience of self-knowledge, this experience of being pushed to the limits of reaching our extremes, gave you a real taste of what you are capable of. And now I think you're ready to show yourself what you're capable of in the positive direction, you know, going in the other way. So get prepared, because you're going to have a growth spurt, and it's very, very much welcome. All right, so I'm going to continue on with the comprehensive reading on my website. The link can be found down below, you guys. It's free this month, so be sure to check it out. I'm going to be clarifying a lot of these things, even though it is such a positive. There are some things that I do want to touch on for you, so we're going to go ahead and do that there. All right, thank you so much, guys. And if I don't see you at the comprehensive, I will see you next month. Thanks.